Hello and welcome. My name is Kristen Anker. I am going to be your parent empowerment coach, your mentor, your facilitator, your guide on this parenting journey this year. And we're going to be focusing on 10 different aspects of positive discipline throughout the year. And in this first video, I'm going to be talking about the effective discipline strategies, these 5 criteria for effective discipline. And all of the positive discipline tools will support this 5 criteria. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of positive discipline and what we can be doing in our day-to-day interactions with our children, with our parenting partners, with ourselves, and how we can build these not just as tools and strategies, but really creating a parenting paradigm shift where we are going to be becoming something different possibly than how you were raised as a child. A lot of parents come to me either wanting to be the exact opposite of how they were raised, or they know that their parents didn't really have much of an education on emotional regulation and social emotional skills and discipline and how you're even supposed to be communicating to encourage cooperation. We just didn't know what we didn't know. And now we know a little bit more. So I think knowledge is power. So I'm excited to share this knowledge with you today. So the first question to ask yourself is it respectful? Am I being respectful? So what that looks like in the positive discipline tool is being kind and firm at the same time. So kindness shows respect for the child. You are the parent, you are the teacher, you are the authority figure. So you have to also have the firm, consistent boundaries, or the rules, the ground rules we call them in our Montessori schools. So kind and firm at the same time. So when we could be kind, we could be respecting the child. The founding fathers of positive discipline, Alfred Adler and Rudolf Dreikurs, believed that all human beings should be treated with dignity and respect. So all of these tools are based on treating other people, other humans, especially our children, with dignity and respect. So the second criteria for this effective discipline is, does it invite this sense of belonging and significance? Sense of, it's their perception. I was with a client today and we were talking all about perception. And one parenting partner has one perception and another parenting partner has a different perception. So we do all have different perceptions. And when we're talking about discipline and when we're working with children, and we are thinking about their sense of belonging and significance. So another thing that Rudolf Dreikurs and Adler discovered is that human beings have these universal needs. There's 6 universal needs. And the 2 that positive discipline really focuses on is that sense of belonging and significance. I like to think of belonging as unconditional love, that I love you no matter what. I am loved no matter what. I could do anything. I could say anything to my mom, but she's going to love me no matter what. I'm her child. That's the love, the connection that we want our kids to feel. And then that significance can be thought of as power. But what we want to do is we want to invite that personal power in a positive way. So power, autonomy, and children do need to know what to do with power. So we want them to build that internal locus of control. So that's that second one, belonging and significance. We'll go deep in this in another time, but when the child doesn't perceive that they have that unconditional love or doesn't perceive that they have the power, maybe they're feeling controlled, maybe you're being controlling, not you. And so then they're going to find a mistaken way to get that need, that universal need. they're going to find a mistaken way to get it. And those are those mistaken goals of misbehavior, that attention seeking, the power struggles, and the revenge cycles, and then that assumed inadequacy. But that's for a whole nother day. And then the third criteria is it effective long-term? Long-term. So what I teach in my workshops and in my one-on-one coaching is long-range parenting. So we are in it for the long haul. One of the very first things that we teach about is the brain development. Our child's brain is not fully developed, about 25 to 26 years old for females, and probably 28 to 30 for our males. So the brain development. So we're talking about long-range parenting. We're talking about what are the life skills and characteristics we hope and dream for our children when they're that grown adult. So it's teaching life skills and characteristics for good moral character, building these characters and values. And we do that. We could do that really well in families when we have the time and the space to do that. So you're teaching life skills. The other criteria for effective discipline is it invites this power, this personal power that we were talking about before, of I am capable. I can do it. I can do it. So we need to set the environment up for our children to achieve these experiences. And what does that look like? Probably chores. I always say, our kids only need two things, love and chores. So finding things around the house, purposeful work, how can they contribute? They need to feel significant, so how can they contribute? Adler called it Gemeinschaftsgefühl. It's a German term that actually does not have an English translation, but what it is this community feeling, this community interest. Works really well in families, works really well in schools. Being a part of a community. You're doing the right thing for the common good. Gemeinschaftsgefühl, common interest. So I think I hit them all. The 5 criteria for effective discipline is kind and firm at the same time, respectful, dignity and respect. We are really thinking about what our child is thinking and feeling and deciding. What is happening in their brain? So that need for belonging and significance. Teaching those life skills for the long-range parenting. We are in this for the long haul. We are teaching, we are raising humans, so we're teaching life skills. Discipline is not synonymous with punishment. It's to teach. We're teaching. And it's the autonomy and having that personal power of I can do it. I am capable. And I will be teaching throughout the year on different positive discipline tools. Each tool will follow that 5 criteria, and the first tool is going to be creating a routine chart with your child. So next video will be all about routines. Okay, bye for now.